Hello everybody, my name is Richard Vigorelli and I'm your guide for everything Chinese medicine, and I set it all up so us Westerners can figure it out. Now, this is something that people have asked me repeatedly whenever I'm treating them. How do the points work? What are the needles for? Well, I'm going to tell you. See, back in the old days, before we, did the puncturing, we just kind of massage and our fingers did the treating. Here's the problem. Once we started to learn a little bit more stuff, it's really, really hard to, say, a person's about yay big. I put my finger here on his head to calm him down, and I need to treat something on his belly that's got like 3 things, and they're a little bit bigger than my hand. So I need the needles. The reason why we use needles is they're kind of a placeholder for what's going on. Yes, I could just use a pressure thing, but that's not always adequate because sometimes I have to vary the pressure. Okay? It means change it around a little bit, which is really easy to do when you can kind of feel it as you're working. All right? But with the needles, I can just put that in at a reasonable level and then come back and test it here and there, and everything's great. Okay? That's why we use the needles and not just our hands. Also, with the needles in him, if I need to go help somebody, I can. Okay? He can sit, or she can sit, and I don't have to worry. I just got to pop in a few minutes, say, you doing okay? How are we looking? Yeah, pulse has changed. All right, pull the needles out. Okay? Everything's great. Now, why is it we use the points? What do the points actually mean? Are they going into nerves? Is it magic? No, and definitely not. No. Just because I wrote a book called The Science of Magic doesn't mean magic is real. That was just an exercise that I was doing. Okay? All right. So, what the points are for is, imagine they are buttons and switches and you're a big keyboard and we need to do something. Okay? Whenever I press this button or flip this switch, something happens. Now if I do that in conjunction with something else, then something else will happen. Or what I want to happen will happen on a greater degree. Okay? So let's say that you are having trouble digesting your food properly, and it's kind of sitting there like a lump in your stomach. Well, I'm going to do a point right here, middle of your belly, called Ren 12. Major point for digestion. Now if you're having trouble with it draining, then I'm going to go down a little bit and use Ren 11. Okay? Maybe Ren 10. It would be a really good one. It sounds like a terrible cartoon. Anyway, I would also add in Ren 6, just so that your body understands that, okay, we need to process the food now. Now I would also partner that with one just below your knee on the outside of your shin called stomach 36, which is a major digestive point. And I would go inside of the leg, just off of your shin, just up from the ankle, about a hand's breadth. That's called stomach 36, which is also a major digestive point. Now, if this is being caused because you blew your back out a little while ago, then I'm probably going to go down onto the ankle and what we call the kidney channel, and I'm going to hit kidney 6 or kidney 3, depending on if you're running hot or running cold. If you are running hot, it's kidney 6. If it's running cold, it's kidney 3. Then I'm going to go to your hands and your feet, relatively the exact same spot, and I'm going to hit those 4 points that are called the 4 gates, which is large intestine 4 and liver 3. Now, if it is being caused by some kind of mood alteration, I may put one here in the center of your forehead. That's called yin tong. This is going to help calm you down. Or I may put it up here at the top of your head called do 20. And that'll really help you calm down and also process your food a little bit better. Okay? Now, if you're dealing with something highly emotional, then I'm actually probably going to be working on the back. And depending on what the prevalent emotion is, will depend on what points I actually select. Okay? They are set in lines, and I know what they do. Okay? I've got a little map in my office. It's actually right here to the side of me. That kind of gives me an idea of where I'm working and major landmarks. That way, in case I'm lost at that second because my brain isn't working right, I can find it and actually do my job. Okay? So, the points are there to tell the body what to do for about 20 minutes. That's really about all we need. If you'd like, you can go back to a video that I did a while back called What a Treatment is Like. I'll just kind of give you a little bit better of idea of what it's like to actually go see an acupuncturist. Now remember, not all acupuncturists are created equal. There are many, many different methods. There are many, many different schools of thought. And that does influence how many points are picked, how many needle insertions are done, what happens to the needle once it's in your body, and so forth. And no one has ever clipped off the needle, shoved it into the person's body, and walked away from it. And no, that needle did not circle around and wind up in the person's heart. That's not even possible, okay? It is so fundamentally impossible that anybody who believes that and works in medicine is by definition stupid. Okay? Not a possibility. It's not good therapy, even if it was. So no. Okay? Now, if you are going to an acupuncturist and they are clipping off the needle while it is still inside your body, you need to report them to the proper authorities, because, oh my goodness, is that wrong? Okay? All right. So, I hope that answers the question as to what the needles and the acupoints actually do and why we have them, why we use them. If you're new to the channel, hit that big red subscribe button down below. And don't forget to leave a like, leave a comment, feel free to share, hit the bell, blah, blah, blah. And if you would like to get in touch with me directly, feel free to visit my website at vigintmed.com. That stands for Vigorelli Integrated Medicine.com. You can shoot me an email there, and I'll be sure to get back to you if I can. Okay? So, I'll see you later, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.